Welcome back, everyone. We are going to be going on to the next team now, and I'd like to welcome them to the stage and just to remind them to do their best to stay within their 10 minutes. Other than that, good luck, and you guys can start whenever you guys are ready.
I'm going to begin screen sharing now. Can everyone see the slides?
Yep.
After hours of hard work from tutoring, I decided to save my money in a debit card. However, when I tried to use my debit card, it declined. After calling my bank, I discovered that my money had been used in a place I'd never even been before. And although my bank refunded my money, this is not always the case. Recently, with the Colonial Pipeline and the JBS Meat ransomware attacks, the issues regarding cybercrime and cybersecurity are as prevalent as ever. We are Asteria Cyber Solutions, defenders of the cyberspace. Hello, I'm Alicia Luthra, the Chief Executive Officer.
Hello, I'm Ananya Nganti, the Chief Operating Officer.
I'm Anika Rai, the Chief Marketing Officer.
I'm Manav Gandhi, the Chief Finance Officer.
And I'm Satish Swain, the Chief Technical Officer.
A prevalent issue in our society is a lack of security against malware that is disguised as legitimate software, also known as Trojan horse malware. These types of malware are known to remain dormant for a period of time, so when the user initially downloads the file, virus scanners deem the file safe. However, upon external influence, the file can take control of the user's computer and damage, disrupt, and steal information. This issue is pertinent today because municipalities and the government have had cases of cybercrime. To assess the effectiveness of popular virus scanners, we created a file called virus.exe, which contained Trojan horse malware. We scanned our file by 70 of the most popular commercialized scanners, such as McAfee, Bitdefender, and Norton, using the website VirusTotal, and none of the scanners reported the file as malicious. We know that scanners provide inaccurate results because the computer-produced PE header indicates the file we uploaded is classified as malicious. The problem lies in the fact that malicious code is not being picked up on by any virus scanner, leaving our computers vulnerable to theft. Asteria Cyber Solutions product focuses on prevention by predicting the probability of a file containing malicious code. While traditional virus scanners take a reactive approach, our product takes a proactive approach by providing customers with prediction and prevention, which serves enhanced protection. We've created a functional prototype available on the web, which is demonstrated in this video. We uploaded the virus file, the same one we uploaded to virustotal.com, to our application. To create our application, we developed machine learning code using Google TensorFlow. Using the publicly available data, we collected 150,000 files and extracted the program header of each file. We run our application on the cloud on Amazon Web Services for quick execution. Since our application uses machine learning, our model continuously improves from collective experience. So as more users use our application, the more accurate our product will become. After running, the model outputs the result of the file being approximately 99% malicious, which demonstrates our application's accuracy, as no virus scanner was able to detect this. The diagram on the left demonstrates Asteria Cyber Solutions' innovative architecture. Before the user is able to download the file on their own computer, the file will be run on the cloud. Only when the file is accounted for as not malicious will the file then be downloaded on the user's computer.
Our vision is to save corporations from losing productivity and intellectual property by protecting data and networks. We expect to capture a large portion of the software-based cybersecurity market, which is growing more than 15% annually.
Asteria decided to focus on small to medium-sized businesses, which for us consist of companies that have less than 250 computers, and specifically target companies that hold personal identifiable information or essential data. There are approximately 30.2 million small businesses in the USA, and 64% of those actively use websites and collect customer data online, leaving them susceptible to a wide variety of malware. Our total addressable market is annually $3.3 billion, and we expect this market to double in the next 3 to 5 years.
The image on the left is of our website, which showcases our program and displays the advantages we have over our competitors. Its layout is simple, modern, and easy to use. The image on the right is of our working prototype that's linked to our website and provides the demonstration of how our product works.
We surveyed 200 individuals that work for such small businesses, the majority of whom provided positive feedback. We found that these users still want additional security measures for their devices, such as the service Asteria provides, and this helped us identify our primary market.
Our competition chart displays our indirect competitor, traditional virus scanners, and direct AI-based competitors like Deep Instinct, AirGap, and Darktrace. These companies focus on different technologies. For example, Deep Instinct deploys clever user management, AirGap focuses on network security, and Darktrace works on hardware-based network security. These businesses are VC-backed and funded. Deep Instinct and Darktrace, mid-sized companies, are further along, while AirGap is small and has just received their initial round of funding. By performing predictive analytics on day zero attacks, Asteria is least apart from all our competitors who react after a virus attack. Since old guard incumbents like Norton and McAfee are unable to detect or prevent day zero attacks, we expect them to lose business to AI-based smaller and newer players. The desire of these incumbents to stay in the market makes us, Asteria, their prime acquisition target.
We expect to build partnerships with virus scanners such as McAfee and enhance their software effectiveness by adding the predictive capability of our software to their customer bundle. Independent of these incumbents, we expect to showcase our product at trade shows and do free customer implementations for an initial period of 3 to 6 months. Since our product is one of a kind and new to the cybersecurity market, we will make efforts to advertise it effectively through Google. We have a yearly plan that rivals the prices of most anti-malware scanners. Our freemium edition gives customers incentive to use our product and expands our reachable market, decreasing long-term customer acquisition costs.
Here we present our 5-year revenue projections. Our first-year revenue is approximately $2.8 million. Here we present our 5-year cost projections. Our estimated first-year cost is approximately $3.1 million. We plan to invest in innovation and research year by year to further develop our application and keep customers engaged in our product for the long term. This is our 5-year net profit projections. We break even at year 3. Our revenue and cost projections are also shown here. Through our business journey, we have spoken to esteemed professionals in a multitude of fields. This is what one of them, a hospital administrator, had to say.
I think it is a very useful software. I mean, come to think of it, if the networks like the National Health Service in the UK could get hacked by ransomware, I mean, seems to be the need of the hour, so to speak. So yeah, we would definitely be interested in something like this.
In addition, we got in touch with the program manager at Microsoft who stated that there had never been a product like ours on the market before.
Our roadmap here illustrates what Asteria has accomplished and what remains to be done in our business journey. Having created a website and a working prototype, as well as having filed a business solution patent, we're pretty far into the entrepreneurial process. Our next step is to beta test your computer application, after which we can launch Asteria globally.
We have filed for a business solution patent and have already met with a patent attorney to discuss plans of filing a more specific patent to ensure the protection of our software. In addition, we've reached out to several companies such as NetVision Resources and Lazard, who we introduced to our product. They expressed interest in our product and are ready to begin moving forward with beta testing. Here are images of the patent and letter of approval provided by the companies.
We are seeking a seed fund of up to $500,000 for 20% equity stake in our company. We will use our funds to take our working prototype to a production server and to hire marketing specialists and engineers to deploy our product for the 2 companies that have already shown interest.
We are grateful to our technical mentors from AWS, NASA, and more. Our mentors helped us extensively in iterating, designing, and testing our program, as well as grounding us in terms of product practicality.
Our business canvas explains how we strategize our solution. While putting our canvas together, we came across the detrimental effects of cyber attacks for both companies and individuals. Though our target market initially consisted of bigger businesses, we noticed a lack of cyber protection for smaller companies and pivoted towards this market instead. Make no mistake, there are risks and threats to this business. One of the incumbents may decide to pursue a similar AI-based product, or another AI-based competitor may enter the predictive analytics market. Nevertheless, we tried to build a deep moat around our product by filing for an IP patent and developing several sophisticated machine learning algorithms that are not easy to replicate. Additionally, we have an expert panel of mentors that have received endorsement from many professionals in the field, including Mr. Vint Cerf, Chief Internet Evangelist and Vice President of Google.
Hello, my name is Vint Cerf. I'm Google's Vice President and Chief Internet Evangelist, and I've had the opportunity to meet several times with Alicia Luthra. She's demonstrated considerable ability to assemble tools and to learn how to use them from very sophisticated sources, ranging from the TensorFlow system at Google's cloud to our virus total database, which contains a substantial amount of information about malware that is occurring in the wild. So I'm happy to endorse Alicia's application in this particular event, and I hope that the value of her work is recognized by the judges.
We would like to thank our judges for their time today and NetVision Resources for the opportunity to beta test our product. Are there any questions?
All right, that was great, you guys. Thank you so much for your presentation. We are going to go straight into the Q&A. Again, just a reminder to both the judges and the team to keep the questions and the responses short so we can get through as many people and as many questions as possible. We can start with Mr. Cohen.
Team, great job in certainly hitting a key issue that's going on. My question actually is on the predictability and the probability functionality. Are you giving guidance to the user of what probabilities when they should take action? An example being, if the probability shows 40%, means the user, do I get concerned or not?
I'm going to direct this question to Alicia.
Right, so based on the risk profile of the conflict, some of the customers may decide that a file is super crucial to their business, and others may say that a particular computer doesn't contain valuable information. So it's kind of like a judgment call, but we do have a rule of thumb that if the probability is above 75%, then we consider it a red flag. So that's where we would alert the customer and tell them maybe you should be a little concerned. We plan to have, in our next model, we will add contextual factors such as who is the source, and we'll send it to the creator as well, like who is the user of the file. But as of now, it's just a judgment call with our rule of thumb.
Thank you.
That was great. Mr. Kamal, if you'd like to go next.
Yeah, hi, great presentation, by the way. So this patent that you are having, is it on your AI, the predictive AI, whatever model that you've developed, or is it on being able to have predictive software being built for antiviruses? I mean, is it just on your model, or is it the concept itself that you're going to be, that you have filed for as a patent on?
So right now we just have a business solution patent that's still patent pending. But we have other features that try to protect our business, so our patent is still in the works. So we invest in innovation and research each year, and we're also creating our own machine learning algorithms. So these are very difficult to copy, and we write these from scratch, like there's no passcode. So these are some things to protect ourselves, but our patent is still pending right now.
Yeah. I mean, someone else can still make their own code, right? So that it doesn't, this pattern doesn't prevent them from doing it. Quick one, how reluctant or comfortable would clients be in letting their information pass through your antivirus screening application on the cloud? Because does it at any point the information remain with Asteria, or does it pass through Asteria's domain, or does it remain within the servers of the client only?
Well, the client's protection will be ensured. There's no chance of anything being leaked or anything. We're just running it on the cloud so that it's just easier for the computer. It doesn't have a computer function or anything. So that's why we use it on the cloud. Not
right there, just because we got to keep on moving on. But thank you so much for your question. Mr. Malik, would you like to go next?
I would like to understand this whole thing about, you're saying your solution is proactive, and therefore there's a predictability that's built in. Now, this is a dynamic thing. It keeps changing. Hackers are usually always ahead of the solution providers. So how do you, so this whole predictability thing, for example, the example you gave was, you called it virus. That's naming it virus. But are there other factors that you keep in mind which flag suspicious behavior? So while someone is working on the computer, does it get flagged? Or when he chooses to use your software, does it flag that there is a possibility of a virus attack?
So earlier, just to address like your initial question, the part about naming the virus, that was just for demonstration purposes. Really, it wouldn't be named virus. That's not how our application works. So we are able to predict day zero attacks. So we don't, what happens is that when the user is, like before the user clicks, or when the user clicks on a link, before that, anything like a file is being able to download on your own computer, it will be run on the cloud first. So that's how our application works.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Ms. Afreen, if you'd like to ask yours.
Yeah, great presentation. I just had a question on the patent piece of it. You mentioned that you're going to be, I guess, coming up with a kind of a second part to the solution. Is that something that's going to be a continuation, or do you have a provisional that you're going to include that before the 1 year mark, or just kind of shed some light on that?
So we have filed for a business solution patent right now because software patents are kind of hard to get. There are very few. When you refer to like the second part of our application, did you mean like the machine learning algorithm we're developing right now? Yes. So once we finish writing that, we will get a patent for that as well.
So that's a separate patent. That's not included in the current one.
Yes, that's a separate patent, because right now, just for proof of concept, we did the whole thing using Google TensorFlow, but really to build a moat around our product and to ensure that traditional virus scanners like Norton and McAfee can do something similar like us, we are developing our own machine learning algorithm, which we will get our own patent for.
Awesome. That was, again, a great presentation, and I would like to also thank the judges for their time to come here today and to listen to all of you guys and see the amazing and innovative ideas you all are coming up with. So yeah, again, thank you for coming and listening to all of us, and we would like to also thank everybody watching for taking time out of their day to come and support these young kids and the entire Thai organization that has made this possible for everyone. So thank you, and thank you for listening to me as well throughout this whole thing.